Francisco Cordova with the Executive Auto Group doing the final video role play. Hey Andy, how you doing today?
Not bad, how are you?
Doing good. Francisco Cordova. I'm going to be your business manager today. I want to be the first one to congratulate you on your vehicle purchase. Looks like you're buying a 2018 Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Perfect, man. That's a great car. That's a great car. How was Carl with you today? How was your experience?
He was awesome, man. He's great. He has a lot of product and company knowledge.
Okay, perfect. He actually has one of the highest CSI scores within our actual company. Customers seem to love him, so I'm happy that you were able to be paired up with him. That's great.
Thank you.
I'm going to steal about 2 to 5 minutes of your time. This way I can actually go over a couple documents that you filled out. First one that we're going to go over here is going to be what we call the purchase order. This has your information here. Again, your name, your address, city, state, best email address, phone number for you. Again, you're buying a 2018 Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Great vehicle, man, great vehicle. Looks like you're trading in a 2010 Nissan Sentra.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. Looks like the vehicle has about 136,000 miles on the car.
Yeah.
That's great. Do you have 2 keys for that vehicle? 1 key?
Just 1 key.
Just the 1 key?
Yeah, just 1 key. I lost 1.
Okay. And have you had that vehicle from, the origination, from the original owner?
Yeah, no, I bought it brand new.
Bought it brand new?
I've had it for quite some time, yeah.
Okay, perfect, man, perfect. Do you anticipate, owning the new Altima around the same period of time?
Yeah, I mean, I usually keep my cars around the same amount of time, so.
Okay,
yeah.
That's great, man. Second thing I want to go over with you, this is going to be what we call the credit application. You already filled this out. This paper is very important. I just wanted to make sure it has all your information on here.
Okay.
Looks like this is your name again?
Yes.
Your address on the actual credit application. Looks like you've been living there for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Are you from the area?
I mean, I moved from DC, so I've
Okay.
been living in North Carolina for the past 10 years, so.
Okay, perfect. How do you like it?
Like it, man. It's a lot cheaper to live down here, so.
I hear that, man. That's
DC
good.
is expensive.
I completely understand that. Looks like you're a realtor here at AA Realty.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, man. Looks like you've been there for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm assuming that you want to take delivery of the vehicle today, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And lastly, it looks like this is your signature, and it looks like you dated it for us, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Next step in the process is going to be, I'm going to get all my paperwork ready for you. It usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me to print out my paperwork. When I do that, I'm actually going to have Carl come back here. He's going to take you to our service department. He's going to set up your first maintenance schedule with us, show you where you're going to be doing all your service with us.
Okay.
All right, and I'll come back and grab you after that.
No problem.
Any questions for me?
No. Thank you.
Perfect, and I'll see you in a bit, all right?
Thank you.
All right, Andy, welcome to the business office again. My name is Francisco. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you want water, coffee, tea, anything like that?
I've got some water, something good.
Okay, perfect, man, perfect. Just want to go over a couple bits of information with you. I have 3 major responsibilities here in the business office. The first one is going to be to perfect and register any warranties you have coming with the car. Second is going to be to go over whatever warranties and benefits you may have options to. And lastly is going to be to perfect any financial paperwork with the banks. Okay? That usually takes about, I would say, 25, 30 minutes to get everything done, depending on how many questions you may have. Again, the more questions you have, a little bit longer it may take. But again, any questions, feel free.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Here's a pen, and we'll start from there, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
This first one right here is going to be the actual titling form for the vehicle. This is pretty much just taking your actual name and putting it on the title of the new car and taking it from Executive Auto Group itself. So again, you're looking at a 2018 Nissan Altima. Your name here, looks like your address here, VIN number of the new vehicle, and I just need a signature right there with your approval and your date. All right, perfect. This right here is going to be a guarantee of insurance on the vehicle. This right here is letting us know that you're going to actually have insurance for the full term of the loan on the car. Looks like your insurance company is Geico,
Yep.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. It looks like your deductible is set at $500, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Why do you have your deductible so low?
Man, I just don't like unexpected things. I mean, I can always come up with a 500, but
Okay, the lower the better, right?
lower better, you know.
I completely get that. Just need one signature there for me. All right, and the date right there. Perfect. This right here is going to be the odometer statement for your old vehicle, the 2010 Nissan Sentra. Again, looks like it has 136,711 miles on the car itself. For the most part, were those miles trouble-free?
Not really. I mean, I had a transmission issue in my car.
Okay.
And I mean, it was unexpected, but yeah, that's the only thing that went wrong with it.
Okay, nice. But other than that, the car seemed to be okay?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, maintenance stuff also.
I got you.
But other than that, no, everything was good.
Okay. And it seems like you're staying in the Nissan family, so it looks
Yeah,
like
man,
you're staying with us
I've had Nissan
perfect.
since college, so, you know,
That's
I
great.
like him.
That's what we love to hear. Need one signature here. Thank you, and of course the date. All right. This right here is going to be the odometer statement for the new vehicle, the 2018 Nissan Altima. Looks like this vehicle was one of our demo vehicles. It has about 511 miles on the car. That's probably why you were able to get such a great deal on the vehicle. Just need your signature right there, showing that we just stated that to you. All right. This sheet right here is what we call the power of attorney. This right here allows us to go to the DMV for any kind of issues. If they need any, other signatures for registration, anything like that. Saves you time, saves you money of having to go to the DMV. We do all that legwork for you. Okay? Just need one signature there for me. All right. This right here is what we call the privacy notice. This right here is letting you know that we're not going to sell your information to anybody. All right? Your information stays in-house here and directly to the lender and no one else. All right? Need your signature here for me. Thank you. One more signature there for me. Great. Thank you. Any questions so far?
No? Good.
All right, perfect, man. All right, we're going to slow down a little bit. This is a printed copy of the information worksheet or the credit application you filled out for us earlier. Just want to make sure that everything looks good here, okay? This is your name,
Yep,
your address.
that's right.
All right. Time of living there as well.
Yep,
All right. Social security number.
that's also correct.
All right. Date of birth. Again, your occupation, realty. Now, you said that you're, what do you do for a living? Looks like, again, for a realty. Are you a realtor?
Well, no, technically I'm a real estate agent, but I work for
Okay.
that firm, so.
Okay. Do you do commercial realty, residential realty?
No, just residential.
Residential.
Commercial is just too difficult.
Okay. So you're finding homes for like families?
Yeah, I've been doing that for 10 years. It's nice.
Okay, nice. Do you have a family of your own?
I do. I have wife. My wife actually is a real estate agent too. So.
Oh, you guys are in the same business.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
always compete, man. It's just hard to keep up with her. She's good.
That's
she's
great.
a lot better than me.
That's great. That's great. Any kids?
No kids yet.
No kids?
No.
Oh, okay. That's probably why you're getting ready for that, going from the Sentra to an Altima.
But we're trying to,
Okay. That's good,
make
man.
the family bigger. So that's what we're going for.
That's great. That's great. Just do me a favor. I just need one signature here at the bottom.
Thank you.
All right. All right. So these next two forms are very important. This first one is actually a federally mandated form. This is what we call a risk-based analysis. This form is important for two reasons. One, it discloses your information here to the actual lenders. So your name there, your credit score there. It looks like you're 864. That's an amazing job. Congratulations. You're right on track, man. This form actually discloses where you compare to every other American in the actual country. And again, with that 864, you're in the top echelon. That's great. This form is also very important because this is the way that the actual bank structures your loan in terms of your APR, your term length, things of that nature, okay? Just need one signature here, showing that I went over that with you.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. This next one, again, another federally mandated form. This is what we call the FTC Buyer's Guide. This right here is going to have your vehicle. Again, it's a 2018 Nissan Altima here, brand new. Looks like the vehicle does have, again, like I said, the 511 miles on the car. Cool thing is, though, you're going to get all your manufacturer's warranty with the vehicle, and you also get our Connecticut state warranty along with that vehicle itself. Okay. Another reason why the actual federal government wants me to go over this actual form with you is because since the vehicle has 511 miles on it, there are some wear and tear items that could happen on the actual vehicle itself, and those would be any damage to the frame or body, anything going on with the actual engine, oil leakage, things of that nature, transmission and drive axle, drivetrain, brake system, fuel system right there, any visible leakage, electrical system, anything going on with the heating or the cooling system, suspension system, your steering system, power steering, any issues like that, tire damage or anything of that nature, wheels, and also your exhaust system. Okay, so just need your signature here at the bottom, showing that I displayed that for you. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually register the benefits that you get here with Executive Jeep Nissan. You do get a couple benefits from this, from us, and I'm pretty sure Carl actually went over that with you. The cool thing is you're going to get 1 year of oil changes directly from us. You don't have to worry about that. The second thing is you're going to get key care protection. Now this is very important. Those keys for the Nissan Altima, they can be anywhere from like $400 to $500 to replace. So at that time, within the first year, we're going to take care of that. It's a great value right there. And last, you're going to get what they call a 90-day ding and dent repair. So if you know someone opens their door while your car is parked, dings your car, bring it back here within 90 days. We'll actually take care of that for you.
That's awesome.
All right, perfect. While I register these, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to register whatever manufacturer's warranty you have coming with the vehicle. Give me a few minutes while I do that, okay? All right, Andy, while I'm registering these warranties, did Carl go over the manufacturer warranty?
I mean, yeah, he kind of did. I think he said I only get about 3 years, 36,000 miles. I mean, that's what I got from the last Nissan about. So. Okay. That's a very brief overview. Like I said before, one of my responsibilities here in the business office is to go over every single manufacturer warranty that you do get. And what we did here at Executive Jeep Nissan, we actually created a little graph here to go over all those warranties that you are going to get. Surprisingly, you're probably going to get a lot more coverage than what you even expect. Okay. First one I'm going to go over here is going to be the Nissan Factory Adjustment Policy. What that is that within the first year of the vehicle, any squeals, any rattles, any things of that nature, bring it back here. We'll take care of that for you, okay? Second, we're going to go over the Nissan Factory Emissions Coverage. So anything from the exhaust headers all the way down to the exhaust pipes, we're going to cover you. That's actually going to go from 96 months, 80,000 miles on the car, okay? For the Nissan Factory Seatbelt Warranty, you have 10 years, unlimited miles on the vehicle. Next is going to be the Nissan Factory Corrosion Coverage. That's going to be for 5 years, unlimited miles on the vehicle. So any kind of rust coming from inside out of the car, bring it back here. We're going to take care of that with you, okay? Next is going to be kind of one of the more popular ones. This is what they call the Nissan Factory Powertrain Coverage. That's going to be 5 years, 60,000 miles on the vehicle. So that's going to cover any internal lubricated parts, gasket, seals, anything of that nature, okay? Last, pretty much what you said earlier. This is what we call a comprehensive limited warranty. This covers you for about 3 years, 36,000 miles. This is more commonly referred to as what they call a bumper-to-bumper. Ironically, it doesn't cover the bumpers, but it covers anything inside the actual bumpers itself. Okay, so cooling system, heating systems, electrical systems, sensors, things of that nature. Okay. So Nissan does give you a lot of great coverages from day one, but they do have some exposures from day one of ownership of the vehicle. Okay, I'm going to go over those with you now. So Nissan does give you towing for the 3 year, 36,000 miles of that comprehensive warranty. But after that, any type of vehicle towing, that would be on you, okay? Substitute transportation or rental, pretty much any rental car reimbursement, that exposure would be a responsibility of yours. Trip interruption, so if you're on vacation and mechanical failure happens to the car, they're not going to pay for like flights or hotels or anything like that, okay? That would be on you, okay? That would be one of your exposures there. Tire and wheel replacement due to road hazard, so potholes, you bend a rim, anything like that, that's going to be a responsibility that falls on you. Okay. Vehicle maintenance, so oil changes, again, Executive Nissan here, we cover you for the first year, which is great. After that first year, any maintenance after that, that's going to be a responsibility for you. So oil changes, tire rotation, things of that nature, okay? Key replacement. Again, we got you here at Executive Jeep Nissan. So that first year, you lose that $400 or $500 key, we're going to take care of that for you. You don't have to worry about that, okay? After that, second, third, fourth, fifth year, that responsibility is an exposure that you have. Next is what we kind of call wear and tear items, so windshield wipers or brake pads, wiper blades, any kind of wheel alignments. Again, those are all responsibilities that you would be paying for out of pocket. Also, Nissan, they don't give you any kind of financial coverage from day one. Mainly what I'm talking about is what we call gap insurance. Okay. Gap insurance actually gives you the ability to not have to worry about any gap in the amount that you pay in regards of your vehicle due to a total loss. So to make it simple, let's say you owe $10,000 on your car. We all know that cars are depreciating assets. So at that point, let's say the car is worth about $7,000, let's say $8,000, there's about a $2,000 gap there.
That would be a responsibility of you financially if there was a total loss or your vehicle was stolen. Okay? Lastly, any type of cosmetic damage, so dings and dents, anyone in Target hits your vehicle with a cart, that's not going to fall on Nissan's shoulders. Any type of environmental paint damage, again, that's your responsibility, so bird waste, acid rain, tree sap, anything of that nature. And lastly, vehicle theft on the vehicle. That won't be a responsibility of Nissan itself. Okay? Again, what you told me earlier is that you're going to drive the vehicle for about 6 years, 7 years, and you put 136,000 miles on your Nissan, right? And you said you're probably going to do the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a realtor, so I drive.
You're on the road a lot.
Drive, yeah, so.
I got you. So if that's the case, you're going to have the vehicle up to about this point right here. Again, 120,000, 130,000 miles for about 6, 7 years. So the great thing with Nissan is they gave you a lot of great coverage right here for you, right? But the longer you own the vehicle, the more mileage you're going to put on the car. Due to realty, you're going to have some exposures right here.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No questions.
No? Okay, perfect. Well, we did here at Executive Jeep Nissan, we understand that these exposures that I explained to you can affect the quality of ownership of the vehicle. So we actually partnered up with a company called EasyCare to actually take care of you in regards to those exposures itself.
Okay.
This right here is what I'm going to show you. Again, we partnered up with EasyCare. This information is going to be yours as well. This is going to have your name right there. Looks like the selling price of the vehicle of $30,100. Again, great price on the car. Looks like your trade-in information here on that 2010 Sentra. It looks like you do have a little bit of negative equity on that vehicle itself. And again, it looks like the lender approved you for the 60 months at $474.21. Now this right here is your base payment, and if you elect to do so, Andy, you're able to take your vehicle at that base payment, but you may find out that may not be the best option for you. Okay? So this right here is a benefits package that EasyCare and us really feel like is a great option for you. I want to start.
I completely understand, but I just don't want to. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that.
Okay. Andy, believe me, I completely understand. What I want to say is, in the beginning of you actually coming into our office, I said that one of my responsibilities is to go over all of the benefits and options that you have at your disposal. Now, whether you choose any of these options or none of these options, but it is still one of my responsibilities I do have to go through. So I'll be brief in my summary. All right. So this right here is what we call the EasyCare Vehicle Service Contract. This right here extends that comprehensive limited warranty or the bumper-to-bumper warranty up to 6 years, 100,000 miles on that. Next is the EasyCare Maintenance. That's going to give you oil changes up to 50,000 miles on the actual vehicle and tire rotations. Third is the EasyCare Gap coverage. I love this coverage right here because, again, you have a little bit of negative equity on the car. So you are going to be having a little bit of a gap from the beginning, from day one, right? So this protection right here would give you, kind of a comfort in regards to that. Cool thing with this is that in case your vehicle is a total loss, they'll pay your deductible. So that $500 deductible that you said earlier, that you told me, you won't have to worry about that. So that out-of-pocket expense, that'd be gone for you there, which is awesome. This right here is EasyCare Select Plus. This is going to take care of your tires and wheels in case of any kind of damage. Also, this extends your coverage for your key care replacement, which again, we cover you for the first year, but that second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth year, they would actually cover you for that. So at that point, you're not paying that $400 or $500 out of pocket. Okay. Lastly is what we call EasyCare Resistol. This is actually going to protect your vehicle, again, from any kind of environmental damage. It's going to get rid of those exposures when it comes to bird waste, tree sap, anything of that nature. Okay. So again, this package right here is going to get rid of many of these exposures that we went over here, here, and here. Now the cool thing is, not only were you approved for the $474.21 payment here at the 60-month, congratulations, man, you were actually approved for this entire benefit package, which would put your monthly payment at $584.89 for the 60 months. Would you want to start your payment on the 7th or the 17th?
Well, Fran, that's just too high. I don't know. I don't think I can do that.
Okay, I got you. I completely understand. I'm assuming that you see the benefit in these products that I'm showing you, right? Is it more of a benefit thing, a budget thing? What is it on your mind?
I mean, I do see the benefit, but that's just the payment's just too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
Okay. But I completely understand that, man. Everyone's on a budget nowadays. Even I'm on a budget. I understand. Andy, question for you. Have you ever heard of what people call a staggered warranty?
I don't think I have, no.
No? Okay. So just to show you here on the graph before, all these warranties that I gave you here, or that Nissan's giving you from day one, if you can see, they start at different terms. So for example, this one's a 1 year, this one is 96 months, this one's 10 years, and they all have different mileage points. One's 36,000 miles, one's 100,000 miles, one's unlimited miles. Why do you think Nissan would stagger their warranty like that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Well, here's the cool thing with Nissan, right? We would say that Nissan makes a great product, right?
Yeah, I love them.
Right. Yeah, I would assume so. You're going from a Sentra going to an Altima, right?
Yeah.
All right. And to be honest, if they were a great product, or they weren't a great product, I wouldn't be selling Nissans. It's just not the type of person that I am. And again, they give you a lot of great coverage here. What they also do is they put millions of dollars of research into knowing their vehicles better than anyone else, right? They know every single screw, bolt, sensor that goes into the vehicle. I think we can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
And we can also agree that Nissan is in it for a little bit of a profit. They want to make a little bit of money as well, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So with the knowledge that they know their cars better than anybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it safe to say that they would want to protect themselves from any kind of exposures as the actual vehicle gains mileage in the later years?
I mean, yeah.
It would be, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So here's my question to you, right? Even though Nissan's giving you all these great warranties, and even though they don't cover some things from day one down here itself, again, they give you all this right here in the beginning, right? But again, with the later mileage here, they want to avoid these exposures, right? That's what you see with the staggered warranties. Now, my question to you, Andy, is if Nissan's not willing to be exposed at this term right here, why would you want to leave yourself open for that exposure?
I mean, man, I get that, you know, I mean, I appreciate the explanation. I just can't take that payment, man. That's just too high. I mean, I see the value to it, so.
Okay. Okay.
But it's just, yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit expensive for me.
Okay. So again, you definitely see the value or the need for those products, right?
I do see the value, yeah.
So again, it's strictly more of like a budget thing?
Yeah, I mean, that
Okay.
payment is a little too high for me.
Okay. Well, since it seems like you do see the value in all the products that I displayed to you, it just seems like the only issue that we have is just trying to find a way to fit it into your budget, correct?
Yeah.
It's safe to say that?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, the great thing is that I do have a couple ways that we are able to try to fit it into your budget, Andy. That's the great thing about us here. So, whenever you're buying a vehicle, I'm assuming this is your second vehicle with us. How many vehicles have you bought?
Well, for you guys, this is my first one, but I've bought 2 other vehicles before. So.
2 other vehicles
Yeah.
before? Okay. So we can say that you know that there's a correlation between the initial investment or the down payment in correlation to the actual monthly payment, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So that correlation usually works something like this. You know, right now, congratulations, you are approved with the 0 down. Banks before used to like to see about 10 to 20% down, but again, you got the approval with 0. Again, with the 0 down, what that's going to do is that's going to affect your monthly payment in an upward fashion. As you can see, that's going to increase your payment a little bit there. Banks, like I said before, like to see about 10 to 20% down, or they used to like to see about 10 to 20% down. With you, on the selling price of your vehicle, of about $30,100, that 20% would be right around $6,000 approximately. Why don't we submit the actual information to the bank with the $6,000 down and see what that does to your payment?
Nah, man, I just don't have 6,000. That's just impossible for me.
Okay, I got you. Christmas time's coming up, right?
Yeah.
Got to buy something for the missus.
Mrs., family, you got it. Yeah.
Completely understand. Well, like I said, they usually like to see about 10 to 20% down. Why don't we do the 10%? The 10% will put you at approximately $3,000, and at that point in time, that would affect your monthly payment. And let's submit that to the actual bank and see what the monthly payment comes back at.
Yeah, man, that's still too high. I mean,
Still too high?
yeah, I'm really on a tight budget.
Okay, I got you. Just think here. So you were still paying off on the Sentra, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Since it does have a little bit of negative equity. What was your monthly payment on that?
I believe it was $328.
$328. Okay. Now that $328, I'm assuming you already had that budgeted for the month, right, to pay that monthly bill. When's your bill due?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had that I didn't think I was gonna come buy a car today, so yeah.
Okay, so you had that budgeted, perfect. So why don't we do this, right? Why don't we take that 328 that you already had budgeted there? We'll submit that over to the bank as your initial investment, see what that actually does to the 584 payment, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so it looks like they came back with, wow, that actual investment did lower your payment significantly, man. Looks like your payment actually dropped down at the 60 month at $552.79, man. Congratulations. Would you want to start that payment on the 7th or the 17th?
Man, that's still too high. I really appreciate your help in resubmitting it and all that. It's just, that's still too high for me.
Still a little bit too high for you? Okay, I completely understand. Another thing that can affect your monthly payment, Andy, itself is what we call the term of the actual loan. So right now, you're at 60 months. Looks like at the 60 months with your initial investment, you're at the 552.79, right? So at the 552.79 at the 60 months, you said that budget's still a little bit too high for you.
Yeah.
The great thing is with your credit information, the bank is able to extend the term. I can actually submit that over to the actual bank itself. We can actually probably go down to even 72 months. Actually, a lot of customers of mine actually do the 72-month payment because in Connecticut, it's a simple interest state. What that means is any dollar amount you put over the initial payment doesn't go towards interest. It only goes for the principal of the loan. Okay, so I suggest that we actually go to the 72-month payment, and let's see what the bank kicks back to us. Sounds
okay.
good?
Doesn't hurt. Sure.
All right, perfect. Banks take a long time.
I understand.
All right, Andy. So it looks like the bank actually came back with an answer here at the 72-month. You're looking at $521.64 right here. That actually dropped the payment another $21, man. Congratulations, man. That's actually great news. Would you want to make this payment on the 7th or the 17th?
Yeah, man. I hate to say this. No, I'm trying. It's just too high.
Still too high?
Still very high for me. Yeah.
Okay. Andy, again, believe me, being on a budget, as someone who I'm very stringent on my budget, I completely understand as well. All right. Just one last question for you, Andy. Have you ever heard the difference between like a fixed payment or a variable payment?
I mean, I kind of know what they are, but no, not really.
Okay, I got you. So pretty much to just break it down in very simple matters, right? With a fixed payment, which is what the $521.64 would be with that benefits package, every month you're cruising down the road, $521.64, $521.64, knowing that there will be no issues that you have to take care of because you're protected by us in Easy Care, right? Now, variable payment's a little bit different. That's kind of like your light bill during the summer, your gas bill during the winter itself. That bill's gonna range in payment, we would agree, right?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So at your base payment of $471, your first 3 months of ownership pass, you're still paying that $474.21. With the amount of driving you're doing, what do you think you're gonna have to do to the car after the 3rd month?
I mean, oil changes, and
Okay.
I definitely think tire rotations just to keep them updated.
Okay, oh, gotcha. So again, first month $474.21, second month $474.21, third month you said tire rotation. All right, what does that usually run in an oil change? What does that usually run you?
I mean, on that Sentra, I was paying about $80 every time I was doing a tire rotation and an oil change.
I got it. So $80?
Yeah.
Okay. So that right there for that 4th monthly payment, instead of the $472.21, or I'm sorry, $474.21, what you'd be paying would be right around $550, we would say.
Yeah.
Right. So you keep going down the road again. Your payment drops to the $474.21, $474.21. Have you ever gotten a flat tire on your Sentra? Ever had to replace tires?
Yeah, man. Actually, I recently had one of those. It pulls down to 285.
Okay.
And I blew out my tire right off the bat. So.
I got you. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. What did you have to pay for that tire?
Actually, it was a tire and a rim, so it was like $600.
$600.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's a pretty expensive replacement there. So again, let's say you do hit that same pothole. Let's say you're going the same way home and they didn't fix it. You know how Atlanta is nowadays, right?
So,
yeah, exactly. So that was about $600, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So for that month, instead of the $474.21, looks like you're gonna be paying right around $1074.21, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you keep going one more time, you keep going $474. I remember you saying on the Sentra that your transmission had issues, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is a new Nissan. you won't have any issues with the transmission this early in the actual term of ownership. But the computer that controls the transmission, or any of the million sensors that are in the vehicle, you may have an issue with those, right? Usually those sensors or anything like that can be anywhere from like $400 or $500. Let's just say $400. And usually parts and labor, they kind of match in pricing. So let's say it's another $400 of labor to put into the vehicle itself, right? So again, that month, you're looking at $474.21 plus your $800. So you're looking at right around $1,274.21. You kind of get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
I remember you telling me earlier that with Geico, you picked your deductibles to be at $500 because you hate having to actually pay any big out-of-pocket expenses. So you can see how this fixed payment, again, which eliminates all your exposures and also gives you peace of mind, will probably be the better way to go, right?
Yeah, man, and I really appreciate you showing me the value, and I really think it is a good value thing. That payment, I just can't swallow that. It's just too
Still a little bit too big? Okay, the $521.64?
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Andy, you really make me work hard here today, buddy. I tell you that, man. But I like you. You're my guy. We're gonna figure this out.
No
All
problem.
right?
No problem.
Out of the 5 benefits that I went over here, which 3 do you think are the best 3 for you?
I mean, because I drive a lot, so I'll say the vehicle maintenance.
Okay.
And then the service contract, and I really think gap would be something that I would need because I'm going in negative equity. So those 3 will be something that I'll be looking for.
Okay. So again, looks like you're looking at our value package here, right?
Yeah.
I got you. So again, the vehicle service contract, the Easy Care maintenance, and the Easy Care gap coverage. Okay. So again, at the 72 months, you're at the $521.74. Was there a certain number that you were trying to get to? Was there a certain budget that you had in mind that you want to stay within?
I mean, I really want to be in like 510.
510 range?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Well, here's the cool thing, right? By dropping a couple of the coverages there, it did drop down the payment a little bit. From the $521.74, you went down to about $515. Not about, but $515.71. Right. So it looks like if you want to be right at that 510 range, we're close, man. We're really close. What I want to do is this. Give me 1 second. I just want to check one thing. And again, you're trying to get to that 510 mark?
Yeah, man. Anything lower than that or 510, I'll be happy.
Okay. I think I may have something for you. All right, Andy, it's your birthday. Look what I did here for you, buddy. You know, on that Easy Care service contract, I had you at a 0 deductible because you told me before you hate any extra out-of-pocket expense, right?
Yeah.
But I can put you at a low deductible of $200, and at that point in time, that's going to lower your payment from the $515.71 to $509.97. Would you want that payment to start on the 7th or the 17th?
And light it up for the 17th.
For the 17th? All right, perfect. Can you put that information in the system here? You made a great decision, Andy. I feel like I made a lifelong friend with you, buddy. All right, we're gonna go hang out after this too, okay?
Well, absolutely.
Great, man. All right, Andy. I printed out what we call our declination form. This is pretty much letting you know all the 3 products here that you selected, the 2 products that you declined here. You just need an approval here, and approval here. And Andy, hold on. Before you actually sign that, you keep your cars for about 6-7 years, right?
Yeah.
And I remember you telling me that you and your wife are gonna, start to have kids, right?
Yeah, we're thinking about that.
Thinking about it. You think it would happen between the 6 or 7 year mark?
Pretty sure.
Pretty
Getting
sure.
old, man. So.
Yeah, old. Hey, it's my birthday today, man.
Happy
Getting old,
birthday.
33, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What I wanted to say is this. It seems like this vehicle is going to be your transition vehicle into your family car. I went over that Easy Care Resistol. Again, the cool thing about that is it protects the outside of the vehicle from any kind of environmental damage or anything like that. One thing that it does do as well, it protects the interior of the vehicle from any kinds of stains, any kind of spillage, anything like that. And the kids, even though we both don't have any right now, we know that they can be messy, right? So my question to you is, for only $10 more, don't you see the value in actually going with the resistol? That way you have peace of mind.
I really appreciate that, man, but this is the risk I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna be able to take that.
Okay, I completely understand that, Andy.
Thanks for explaining it to me.
No problem, man. That's my job here at Executive Jeep Nissan. I just need one signature there for me, and then one signature there for me declining those products. All right, Andy, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna print out the retail installment contract. Luckily for you, it's the last paper that we're gonna go over.
That's
all right. Let me print that over here for you. All right, great, Andy. Here is my retail installment contract, okay? I want you to actually have it, take a look at it, make sure everything looks great on there for you. All right, let me take that back from you, buddy. Again, this is gonna have your information here. Looks like that's your information there. Again, 2018 Nissan Altima, right? Pricing, VIN number right there for the vehicle. This right here is your APR, your finance charge, your amount financed, total with payments, and total sale price.
Okay.
All right. This right here, stating that there's not a cooling off period in the state of Connecticut. What that means is that once you initial here, and you give me your approval here at the vehicle itself,